What? What did I just connect to? Oh, Sola. Hello, Anna. Hello, Penny. Hello, Robbie. Hello. Why so serious? Hello, Bradley. 40 stream streak. Nice. I'll see if I run into anyone. I just want to get the network running. But then again, when I play ranked, I don't think it really matters if I get the network running or not. I mean, I guess last time I played the game was unplayable when I got it, so. You fucking parasite motherfucker. It wasn't to me, they sent it to fire. But I posted the picture. But it's still really funny. He's calling someone a parasite. All thanks. Yeah, we'll see how these games are like. It probably won't be on very long, maybe like an hour or so ish. See how many games we get. If they're only lag switchers, then well, yeah. You can predict the outcome. The PS6 is apparently like stuck in development because all of this AI bullshit is preventing Sony from achieving the actual resources necessary, such as GPUs, such as RAM, such as chip development, such as hard drives. So basically, the entire world is being fucked by AI right now. I think one of the problems as well with AI is that I think if you pay for like the high subscription services, you can basically just like have the AI keep like creating things over and over again. So let's say hypothetically you have a person out here that has 10 AIs that are all making like these like bullshit video games, basically. Like, yeah, it's gonna take up a lot of fucking memory. Like the data centers required for these AI to work properly are incredibly resource intensive. So they need to they need to put in all the fucking, make sure they invest all the RAM, all the GPU, all the hard drives into AI. Meaning that, and the thing is, in right now, the United States government pretty much has complete overlap with the United States oligarchy, meaning the billionaires, right, and their companies. So if the billionaires want something in the United States, they get everything they want in the United States, right? Meaning that if they demand all this GPU and RAM and hard drives and like actual hardware required, well, that means that it's all going to AI. There's nothing being made for the average consumer. Like we're not going to be able to get any AI, any RAM or GPU or hard drives. Probably in 5 years, we're probably going to be in a fucking cyberpunk reality or a steampunk reality. We're going to have to use a bunch of old technology and just like scavenge and make sure because everything is going to the robots, basically, right? That's basically where we're headed. We're heading straight out to the fucking Arc Raiders universe, where all the GPUs and the RAM and all the hard drives and every single technological development we make is going to be made specifically for AI or for drone technology or robots. And we're just going to be out there scrambling for shit. This is what happens when you allow the billionaires to go completely unchecked in reality. This is what happens when you vote for someone like Trump. So, thank you, all the people that voted for Trump. You literally killed the planet. Well done, dumbass. Kind of dead. And PS5 is still like the specific. I mean, in terms of specification, the PS5 is the best console Sony has ever made. Every other console has a big issue with like baseline hardware. The PS3 chipset is dog shit, and it was very hard to fucking work with. But actually, I don't think it's terrible, but I think it was just very hard to work with, and it became really good like when people actually learn how to use it. I think the PS3 allowed for the best fidelity of games at the time when people realized how it worked, right? But that took them like 2-3 years after the PS3 actually came out. So before in the PS3 for the first years, it was actually fucking awful, right? But that was during like Uncharted 1 and stuff like that. But during the time of Crack in Time, Infamous 2, Uncharted 2, Killzone 2, all of those games were actually amazing. Well, Killzone 2 I think came out on release. Killzone 3, like all of those games were incredibly well made because the chipset eventually was learned by them. But they had a big issue with the fan. The PS3 had a big issue with like the red light, the yellow light of doom and shit. And the PS4 had the same exact issues with the hardware limitations, with the fans going on to overdrive. The PS5 has no issues basically with any of these things. I do think the PS5 isn't really able to handle 120 FPS on 1440p on any game, really, though. We need flying cars, yeah. Like, that would ever benefit us. How would flying cars feasibly work? I know you're probably trolling, but how would a flying car work? How would you create, like, lanes for it? Why not just use regular cars? Instead of having a bunch of mini airplanes. Like, we're literally living through the worst timeline right now. And the thing is, if you're not mad about the state of the world right now, you're simply either too stupid, too ignorant, or just too evil to ever contest anything that's actually happening right now. Because we're in shit. And I can tell you, it's not going to get better. Because so many people literally doomed innocent people. So many people doomed everyone. Like, like that's the thing. When you're voting for someone like Trump, you doomed thousands of children. Literally thousands of children are gonna die from measles and rubella and polio, things that were literally eradicated 20 years ago. But just come back because you put the fucking anti-vax, like, what would you call it? Like the fucking anti-vax representative #1 in charge of of health and security. Health, what is it called? Like health and whatever. HHS, I think they call. Like you put the dumbest motherfucker in this world in charge of health, right? And they put the dumbest motherfucker in this world, the most evil motherfucker in the world, of like immigration policy. Like, oh, nice. And then you make sure that all these billionaires get to do whatever the fuck they want. And give them all of their tax cuts, all of the money. 100 years ago, they had it worse than us. No, they didn't. What are you talking about? They were literally between World War I and 200 years ago. But that was literally just like Europe. The United States didn't have this issue. You do understand that the United States is a much bigger issue for the world than Nazi Germany was, right? Like, you do understand, if the United States becomes basically a fascist government, which they are, you do understand that they have the biggest military capability in the world, right? We actually have it a lot worse right now, Destructive, believe it or not. Look at Iran, for example. Look at Ukraine, for example. Look at, how the United States is happening. Look at Yemen. Look at Boko Haram in Africa. Look at, pretty much the entire world. Like, there's wars everywhere. There's genocides everywhere. And the United States is a fascist government with complete, unchecked authority and the biggest military industrial complex in the world. If the United States decided to destroy the entire planet, we would not be able to stop them. Nazi Germany didn't have that ability. They were always going to get stopped at some point or another. So yeah, you could say 100 years ago was worse. Not really, because right now we're dealing with such a much bigger issue, a much bigger fundamental crisis than we ever did back then. 100 years ago, there wasn't that many people living on this planet. Today, there's 8 billion of us. And we're basically all going to have to end up fighting each other over scraps. Female leader.
You probably know that already.
Well, I mean, it's not like they have a choice in North Korea. Pagan. And it's like we're living through it right now. We're living through history right now. And 100 years ago, sure, I mean, like, yeah, sure, did have the Spanish disease, but overall, people didn't really have it that much worse than we do now. You gotta say 100 years ago, we didn't have social media. We didn't have all this fucking bullshit. We didn't have TikTok or Instagram and all this stupid bullshit making us dumber by the second. So no, I would not say that it was worse 100 years ago. I mean, for the people that lived, I'm sure, in like, war times, sure. But now, no matter where you live, there's going to be problems. It's going to be AI. There's going to be, there's going to be fascism. There's going to be genocides. There's going to be social media epidemics. Like, for 8 billion people, it's worse now. Like, you don't know how bad the world is right now if you don't think it's worse than, Like a lot of us in the world gotta wake up right now because we are literally losing. What the fuck? Like, the only thing that's kind of like was like worse back in the day, I guess, was like, sure, I guess we've come a long way in certain developed nations in regards to like, women being able to vote and such. Sure, of course. There are progress have been made in the past 100 years. But that doesn't like completely undo all the shit that we're seeing. Hit him! Shot in the back in daylight in Buried City. Unlucky. But yeah, in the modern era, if you're not mad, you're not awake. Like, you can pretend to be calm, whatever, but being calm in the face of adversity, it doesn't accomplish anything. Like right now, we need to stay awake and stay active, because otherwise, we are fucked. Yeah, Bird City and still a PvP map, generally. But all because some people in the world are too racist and misogynistic. They think that we're doing good right now. Some really racist people in the world think it's what's happening right now is good, but you know, humanity's lost, I guess. We're simply too evil, too ignorant. We're too evil, too ignorant, too stupid. I guess we deserve what's coming. Destructor, I think you miss. Do you really think that he's best just because they voted for him, right? Like, you do understand that the reason Donald Trump won is because literally the fact is that every single billionaire in the world would benefit from this. Meaning that Elon Musk bought Twitter, Russian bot farms were manipulating everything. Mark Zuckerberg was specifically promoting right-wing propaganda on their website. The only reason Trump won, and even so, he was still very unpopular. Do you understand? He didn't win the popular vote against Hillary, and he barely won it against Kamala. And that is with literally the help of every billionaire in the world, basically, right? And Trump was still widely unpopular, and his approval ratings are still fucking dog shit, and they always have been. He's not very well liked, and he's not obviously the best they have to offer. He's just the conservative candidate. He's a Republican candidate. You do understand that him winning has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not he's the most fit candidate, right? People vote for him because they are being manipulated by social media algorithms to believe that he's the best candidate, because literally every billionaire in the world was making sure that that was all you were seeing. The narrative that he was the underdog, that he was small government, whatever, that's the narrative that every single fucking billionaire ran with. Was that true? No, it wasn't. Does it have to be, though? Not really. In order to manipulate people, you don't need to tell the truth, do you? The reason a lot of people voted for him because the Americans are some of the most uneducated, dumbass people in the world. And you see a lot of them in Uncharted 4 as well. So there's a lot of very much better candidates than him, including Kamala Harris, who was a significantly better candidate. But people don't understand about the United States politics is that it's basically always been an oligarchy. The billionaires have always had so much influence that they can pretty much dictate entirely how a campaign goes, because they can also dictate the flow of information. Which is also the reason why we got people like Larry Ellison and Peter Thiel right now developing Oracle and Palantir and basically trying to buy up every single company. You know, the Paramount obviously bought up a bunch of stuff. They bought up like HBO, whatever it is. And now they're trying to, because Netflix and Warner Brothers are having like a merge. Well, of course, they have to show up like the vermin they are. Paramount being like, and Paramount literally wants to have Warner Brothers as well, so they can have everything, right? And because Donald Trump and them, they love the idea of 1984 mass AI surveillance because Palantir and Oracle are best friends with them. You know, Peter Thiel and Larry Ellison. Well, that means that they're basically they're using the Department of Justice, weaponizing it against Netflix to make sure that they prevent this merger from happening, and then putting in all of their money to make sure that Paramount can buy fucking Warner Brothers to the point that they may fucking invest $1 trillion in this. Warner Brothers, well, they know this. So the only thing they care about is what the most lucrative deal for them is, which at this point isn't really looking like it's going to be Netflix. So yeah, obviously their entire goal with this is to make sure that they own every single piece of media in the world. And what can you do about that, really? Because you voted for the fascist oligarchy, so yeah, good job. The thing is, most people seem to think that Trump himself is like one man. Like, you do understand that Trump himself is nothing. He's a puppet by literally thousands of extremely rich billionaires, millionaires, conservative politicians. He was good friends with Epstein, like a literal fucking human trafficking pedophile rapist. Murderer as well, actually. Like right now, we're basically seeing the Epstein administration. That's what we're seeing. The worst people in human history are basically in charge of the world right now. Well, in our history, at least. I mean, obviously, historically, you can have worse people, but going if in 1,000 years, some of the worst people in history are going to be among the ones currently living. So, yeah, not looking good for us. But no, Donald Trump has never been alone. And the thing is, the GOP is completely full of pedophiles. So, oh my God, I got swad. Hello, paper. Hello, ready. Hope everyone is good. As good we can be. Best two candidates. Well, stop using the word best. You're talking about the candidates that they're running. Also, the thing is, like as I said, the United States doesn't really have a democracy. It's not built on a meritocracy. The United States is built upon, you guessed it, an oligarchy, meaning that the richest people with the most influence are the ones that dictate whoever wins. The candidates are only going to be the people that are being supported most financially, meaning that the Republican candidate is almost always going to be funded by the billionaire upper class. And the Democratic one is usually going to be the one that's actually elected. The conservative one is just the one most likely to win. Sure, you can say the same about the Democratic one, but they usually tend to select the presidents a little bit more capable. The Republicans don't really give a shit as long as it's like the winning horse, right? Like they would elect an actual donkey if they knew it was going to win. Because conservative logic is tribalism. Conservatives operate under one ideal, and it's loyalty or punishment. That's it, generally. So you're loyal to Trump and the conservatives, and then you hate the Democrats and the liberals. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what they say or believe in. You're always going to be loyal to your side, right? It's a very tribalistic idea that unfortunately completely runs the United States. And one of the biggest issues with the right in the United States as well is that the fact is, United States is a very big country, right? It's very divided. Like some parts of the United States only see conservative news, such as Fox News. And we know Fox News is a complete fucking bullshit, propaganda-driven misinformation platform, right? They don't give a fuck about the truth at all. So unfortunately, a lot of good people in the United States are living in these more rural areas. They only see fucking propaganda from Fox News being propagated. They don't get any unbiased news, right? If you go to like Sweden or the UK or the Australia, there's usually going to be some decentralized like official network that provides facts over feelings, right? But conservatives operate entirely in emotion. They operate entirely on vibe truth more so than the actual facts, logic, and reason. Meaning that if you keep giving them just conservative propaganda narratives, well, they don't know what reality is anymore. That's why a lot of rural Americans think that the liberals are the devil or whatever, despite the fact that, the conservatives are the one literally raping and killing children. Just like the 2A enthusiasts, they don't actually oppose the government at all because they are usually in conservative nations or states. Nice title. I agree. Welcome, Fire. And the reason we should all be very afraid of this currently because of the fact that the United States has the biggest military-industrial complex in the world. Meaning that if the United States decided to nuke the entire planet, they could, and nobody would be able to stop them, realistically. So the fact that Russia and the United States are very close allies right now is not very good because historically, them being at odds with each other is one of the reasons they are never really attacked, right? But right now, we're dealing with a very big situation here. And if they're friends with North Korea, which a lot of them are, well, or Netanyahu, well, they basically have a bloodthirsty psychopath in Israel. They have a bloodthirsty psychopath in Russia. They have a bloodthirsty psychopath in the United States. They have a bloodthirsty psychopath in Iran. They have a bloodthirsty psychopath in North Korea. Well, I think it's just ultimately they're not going to nuke the planet because obviously that would be pretty bad to do. But realistically, if they chose to, hypothetically, nobody would have been able to do anything about it. Which is why every single person of us should be pretty awake right now, because it's very important that we pay attention to what the current global civil unrest is. If the United States does not overthrow the tyrannical government, which they should have done a long time ago, well, there's a possibility that we all get killed. Putin could nuke the planet, yeah, but he's still under fear that the United States is going to nuke him. Now they're not really under that fear. Like if Russia and the United States decided to nuke the entirety of Europe, we are fucked. We wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Like Australia, sure. Like Putin and Trump are literally best friends. These people are literally having sex as we speak, most likely. These people are gay as fuck for each other. Like Putin and Trump are on the same team. And Trump owns Putin. Putin owns Trump. So, I mean, you could argue with any which way at this point, really. So, not very good, eh? And all this could have been avoided if you voted for the happy black woman that had a little bit of a weird laugh. But apparently Americans are too racist and too misogynist to just vote for that, so they would rather doom the entire planet. So, thank you for that, Americans. And no, I know not all Americans voted for him, and I know that he has very low approval ratings, and I know that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, and Kamala Harris almost won the popular vote as well. But ultimately, at the end of the day, a lot of people were simply too manipulated, too ignorant, too evil to see through all the fucking bullshit narrative that had been spread by Fox News or Newsmax or Elon Musk or Peter Thiel or Larry Ellison or Mark Zuckerberg. Or, well, I mean, the list goes on forever. Because simply the average person is not educated enough to sift through all this fucking bullshit propaganda and garbage. Because basically the only strategy the United States government uses to win popular elections and control the narrative is flood the zone. Flood the zone is basically just a propaganda tactic where you spread so much misinformation, bullshit, and everything into the media stream that nobody has any idea what's wrong or what's right anymore. And eventually you can just appeal to people's rawest emotions, which is, for bad people, racism. So, and misogyny. So all they had to do was just call Kamala like a black woman, and that made probably like millions of people in the United States not want to vote for her at all because they don't like black people and they don't like women. Like obviously white Americans would probably not vote for a black woman, would they? They would obviously vote for Trump. Based on all the narrative that they're seeing. Right? Not great. Help. So yeah, all of this could have been prevented very easily if people weren't evil, people weren't stupid, people weren't ignorant. Because you got people that voted for them thinking that they were going to give them free speech. And no, they didn't give them free speech at all. They're giving the complete opposite, actually. They're censoring literally anyone that opposes them. And literally threatening to personally prosecute whoever actually says something critical of them. Or people that believed in the peace ticket, despite the fact that obviously they're starting a war basically every freaking sovereign nation in the planet. Because all, again, they were manipulated by propaganda narratives. Because reality has never dictated that they would ever be against any of this. Or pro. Can we get some good enemies? Like, these matches are fucking shit. Did I stun him? I wish that when I blind for the Raffica, it was like that accurate. Man is basically 10 meters away and hit every shot. I'm wounded. Do not second-guess me. 3 more years of demon time. Yeah, I mean they're literally planning to seize every single future election, though. Like, if you read the actual history in the Nazi rulebook, you're not getting 3 years. Do you really think that they're trying to rebuild the fucking Kennedy Center? Do you really think that they're building a fucking ballroom on the next 2 years to the White House if they had any plans of leaving in 3 years? Like, come on. Kristi Noem literally said that they spend millions of dollars, making sure that future elections get the right people voting and get the right candidates winning. Like, Kristi Noem literally said this. But because she's a woman, they're basically just making sure that they're feeding her to the wolves. The same thing, that's what they're doing with Pam Bondi right now as well. That's it. They just make basically, turning her into the fat scapegoat that they can feed to the wolves any second now. I mean, there's a reason why the Trump administration is putting Pam Bondi Christy Noem and Carolyn Leavitt in the spotlight, because whenever something actually goes wrong, they could just feed them to the wolves. They can just say, "Oh yeah, we got rid of Carolyn Leavitt because so there's been spreading lies and propaganda at the behalf of the Trump administration, right, or the Epstein administration, right?" They could just feed her to the wolves, be like, "Oh yeah, we got rid of this," and then all the MAGA are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, good, got rid of that stupid woman. Like you get rid of one of the bad ones. Thank you, Trump, for getting rid of that woman." That's it. Like that's all they're doing. So whenever something actually does backfire on them, people can just blame Pam Bondi instead of what's the actual administration. That's why they're specifically putting women in these representative positions, so they can just blame women, so they can get rid of them and say that they solved the issue. Amazing, isn't it? What the fuck? That's the trying to solve. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Isn't that funny, Sponge? Yeah, that people voted for them thinking that they're bringing comedy and free speech back, and then they're like, "Oh, you criticize us? Well, oh, we're gonna sue you. We're gonna take down your social media accounts. We're gonna ban you. We're gonna prosecute you for everything you own." It's like, oh yeah, free speech, eh? Can't say anything critical of the Epstein regime, can you? Then you'll get killed or silenced. The problem for me is that I don't just believe what people say. I believe what people actually, consistently act on. A lot of people in this world, they seem to believe anyone but tells them anything. A lot of people in this world just want to be lied to. I'm not going to get into this discussion about why people like being lied to, but I can tell you right now that the answer to that is religion. That grenade down to me. So, yeah, there's a lot of issues in the world right now, and, none of them are getting that much better, unfortunately. But, like, I can tell you right now that everything that they're doing is by design. There's nothing happening right now that's just by accident. Everything has a plan. And not by Trump himself, of course, but people much smarter than him, such as, the Heritage Foundation, are completely in charge. Just like, in Nazi history, the SS, the secret police, they were basically the think tank of the United States, of the Nazi regime. That's basically what the Heritage Foundation is. And the ground people is the Gestapo. That's ICE right now, the Homeland Security. So yeah, you got ICE / the Gestapo, and you got the Heritage Foundation, which are going to turn into the secret police at some point or another. So yeah, that's great. A lot of people believe anything they see on Twitter and Reddit. Yeah, well, on Instagram too, and TikTok too. What do you mean Twitter or Reddit? You do Instagram and TikTok are the biggest two misinformation platforms in the world right now. Like Twitter and Reddit are not two of them. I mean, actually, I would say Twitter is part of them right now as well, because of Elon. Like, this is not a problem with Twitter or Reddit specifically. This is a problem with literally all social media as a whole. Because social media doesn't actually give a flying fuck about truth, logic, or reason. Social media only cares about attention. That's it. Because human attention is the only capital that is actually matters right now. You control the people's attention. You control what they do and think and feel. Like Instagram and TikTok are the biggest misinformation platforms in the world right now. If you're still using those platforms, get the fuck off of them immediately. What? Okay, bro. Like, Reddit isn't really a big source of misinformation anyways. It really depends on what, like, subreddits you're... Okay, bro. That you're actually following. But, like, most Reddits actually do source citation. Like, TikTok very rarely does any of this. Instagram neither. That's why there's so much fucking AI dog shit on those platforms. Can someone else shoot him? What the fuck? My gun is shooting circles right now. You use Instagram for brain rot? Okay, so you're proving my point. Brain rot is literally making us fucking dumber as we speak. It's literally manipulation propaganda. Sure, you could say, oh, you're just watching it for the memes. Well, I mean, the thing is, even if you're watching something for the memes, your brain still takes in the information. Like, there's a lot of this. You know why a lot of people think that, like, joking about Jeffrey Epstein and joking about, you know, like, P. Diddy right now is so funny on social media for a lot of people? Because of all the fucking brain slop, all the fucking bullshit slop that's on the internet, all the fucking brain rot bullshit. People think it's funny now to joke about P. Diddy because of all this fucking brain rot. Nothing funny about it. Like, oh, it's so funny. P. Diddy literally raped people with oil. Like, oh, that's fun. Like, brain rot is literally actively killing our brain development as it stands. There's something called, like, the Flynn diagram or the Flynn chart. That's basically like a measurement of average IQ of children. And it's been kind of going down in developed nations in the past 10 years. Not good. And all this brain rot, all this ADHD-driven bullshit content, short-form content is completely destroying our brains. So yes, even if you're using something for brain rot, well, you're literally destroying your brain. There's a reason it's called brain rot. You need to actually stimulate and develop your brain, not just succumb to monkey brain level. Haha, funny. But yeah, in the current world that we're living in, there's a lot of fucking terrible things happening, and there's a lot of terrible people in charge of it. And all of us could have prevented this by actually paying attention. But too many people in this world want to be like, stick to their own guns and be like, hey, I wanna be a positive vibes, a happy person thinking of my own life. And then they vote for the people that are, you know, killing civilians and putting immigrants in detention camps where they are literally dying from subhuman conditions. That's a concentration camp, but yeah, you know. It's called alligator Alcatraz to make it a little bit of a meme, right? Yeah. Because then you can just manipulate the brain rot people to not give a fuck about it because they can stay asleep as they always fucking are. Like right now, in a position where people are so fucking selfish and so put their head in the sand and just be like, oh, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about the economy. But then you literally, the politics are on fire. You're literally burning the entire planet down. The economy is on fire. People are literally, you know, losing their homes, losing their job, losing everything because the United States government, by a lot of other companies in the world, are basically firing people. And who just to save money so they can replace them with AI? What jobs are they gonna get, right? Like, how many people have actually lost their jobs in the past, like, 10 years due to, like, AI or 5 years? Like, it's a couple million. And that's the thing, too. Like, who's going to buy these AI products anyways? Like, if the consumers don't have money, who's going to buy it? Most people in the world don't like AI. There's really no reason. Like, it's a new technology, sure, but people aren't really fond of it or keen of it. Some people are. Some people literally use it as their fucking girlfriend and boyfriend. But those people are fucking mentally ill. They shouldn't be talking with AI. They should be talking with a therapist. Like, right now, the world is literally in hell. And we could do a lot. We could have done so much about this, you know? The problem is so many people are asleep. They don't give a fuck until it's too late. People don't stay educated, don't make informed decisions. Like, sure, obviously, a lot of this started 10 years ago in 2016, right? And back in 2016, well, we were a lot of us were like teenagers, or I was 20, right? So we weren't politically informed. We literally weren't politically educated. We didn't really know any of these things, right? But the people that were our age back then, they should have fucking prevented that from happening. And we're gonna have to be the people preventing this from happening in the fucking future. So unfortunately, the generations before us failed. So it's pretty much up to Gen X, or Gen X failed. It's pretty much up to Gen Z, like the millennials, and it's up to Gen Alpha pretty much to save us now. But will they? There's so much AI. There's the big housing crisis, the affordability crisis, the AI crisis. So many of us can't even have kids now. It would be too expensive. And there's no security for our jobs if AI is going to come up and take it. Thankfully, Sweden has a lot of very good collective agreements preventing companies from just firing us and replacing us to save profit and make money. So generally, we're safe, but a lot of other countries in the world don't have those protections. They can basically just fire you at any whim's notice for nothing. And it's nothing you can do to appeal it. So, like right now, our generation is dealing with a fuck ton of issues that are very hard to get through. Like 100 years ago, the job market was very easy. You would probably never go like actually, without a job. 50 years ago, you can literally buy a house and a gas station salary. If you like worked a corporate job like 50 years ago, well, you'd probably be a billionaire at this point. By just working as a regular 9 to 5, like not even putting any extra effort, Like nowadays, grocery stores are going up, prices are going up, like rent is going up, electricity is going up, everything is going up, and we're not making more money, are we? A lot of us are making less. And if you get fired now and replaced by AI, like I don't know how you'll make ends meet. Unless you have a nation that actually supports you, like, some Scandinavian governments have safety nets in regard for unemployment. But we're not the ones that are firing people, so that unemployment doesn't really do anything. It's not us that need it. But thankfully, Sweden is a pragmatic society. We're a socio-economic democracy, so we have a lot of socialist ideals, which makes our nation very successful and very progressive. Wow, we got River, and the match ends. I'm gonna kill myself. And also, this stream is basically it's like a backdrop for me talking about these things nowadays. We pretty much mostly talk about politics, economics, psychology, sociology, religion in this stream nowadays. And I know I repeat myself a lot as well, but it's just maybe someday the right person will hear it, and maybe they'll vote, and maybe that vote is gonna be the deciding one. If everyone believes that, the majority of people are not going to care, well, then people aren't going to. If people start thinking, hey, my opinion makes a difference, well, then eventually it's going to make a fucking difference. It's all in your fucking head. If you keep believing that your opinion doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter what I do because someone else is going to do it anyways, well, that's fucking stupid. Change begins with you, with everyone. Like, stop thinking that nothing is worth doing is because other people aren't. Like, there's one thing you take away from this stream today is to believe that change begins with you. Big change for the rest of humanity begins with you. It's not just about you. Helps all of us. And so stop making this defeatist argument that, it doesn't matter. It does. It always fucking does. I played as villains every single match. It's amazing. Teammates! I'm gonna die. But I don't understand why I'm the only person, like, even close to the hill. What the fuck? There's no way we're getting this hill. Thanks. All of them misget it. Well, who's our fifth? The disciples? Am I there? Am I there, Mari? Interesting.
I owe you, compañero. One down. Outgoing. They're on the ground.
Damn it.
I'm too much for you.
Crocodile, what the fuck?
I know what I'm doing.
Mike.
So little imagination.
So little imagination. Like one of my favorite lines. He says as he shoots someone. I'm dead, aren't I? Where the fuck are they? There's one up there and one here.
Siéntate, mierda.
Oh well.
La madre...
Help. Oh, actually, oh my god, it's Taiko without Epic Warrior? What the fuck? Am I dreaming? That's crazy. Let's capture the fucking hill. Oh, I hate this fucking map and its dog shit hills. They all suck. This hill sucks. The one in Bank sucks. The one in Flower sucks. There's only 2 good hills on this map, and it's Meat Market and the roof. I think that hill kind of works too, because usually you can either be here or there. Though this side is much better, so never mind. Like, we went from river to this. Oof. How old is he? He's like 10. I think the Evomaniac is like perpetually stuck in like the age of like 12 or something. The intro music? What is it? Does he use AI for that? Probably does, wouldn't he? I'm pretty sure that man uses AI for everything. Thumbnails. Thumbnails, music. You just assume that he's 12 years old mentally. Okay, that's a Metler, okay. That would be like an ARX, but sure. I'm gonna need my teammates to actually show up in this map. Like, why is nobody fighting alongside me? I don't even know what you guys watch this loser. Like, I don't watch streamers I don't enjoy watching. It's good that Bombastic actually knows exactly that is bad his connection. He knows exactly when to contest, because I don't get any... I don't see him on my screen. It's just some people in this community think it's fun to talk shit to randoms. I don't know why, but... I guess some people find it engaging. And people allow it to, I guess. You think it's funny calling children slurs on video games, so... It's like, it's always these people that are like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not toxic, I just talk back to them, and then they just going around literally 2 seconds later just calling someone a slur, even though they never said anything to them. Nice aim assist. Like, they're gonna go on and be talking shit to people on open mic, and the second that person talks back, they're like, oh yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, everyone talks shit to me, bro. I'm just talking back, I never say anything first. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, we literally hear you saying something first.
I'm up, thank you.
It's the same people that go onto Twitch stream and they say a bunch of slurs, they call people the N-word and shit, and then they get banned, and they be like, oh, I got banned for no reason. It's the same fucking people, man. Like, isn't it nice that nobody's ever been banned from a Twitch chat for any actual reason? Every single person that's ever been banned from a Twitch chat is gonna say they were banned for no reason.
I'm too much for you.
What is this foul, bro? You are shooting so fucking laggy. He rage baits everyone. He's not rage baiting, bro. He's just a fucking terrible person. He's a terrible person that gets views for being a terrible person. That's it. This is who he is. He's not rage baiting. He's just a fucking terrible shit. He's a shitty person. Simple as. Like, he genuinely believes these things. Like, obviously, the man literally tells everyone that he's not toxic and it never starts anything first, even though everyone knows that he's like the most toxic person in the game. It's just because he's hypocritical and he's not self-aware enough to understand what he's actually doing. Can I get my health back?
Get over here! It hurts
That was an headshot, okay.
I'm hit.
Where's Mari from, anyway?
Gracias.
I don't know what these subs do for headshots, but whatever. I can only see his head, and I'm not getting a headshot. Okay, did nothing.
Outgoing.
Who got the down for that? Well, it wasn't me, apparently.
That's it.
Bro, this map is so fucking bad. The only way to like push this hill is if you hold this side. I mean, I think maybe you can rope swing here and you can shoot over, maybe.
Outgoing. Enjoy your last breath.
And Mari's foul is literally a fucking shotgun, isn't it? Need foul. Rapid is just called lag. Nobody in this match is using rapid fire.
Going up.
It's just lag. I'm KO'd behind the wall again.
You got up easy.
Oh man, good wipe at least.
Outgoing. Knock them down. I'm coming for you.
I appreciate it.
Catch this. They're down.
Bro, can you fucking swing? Bro. Why am I hitting the fucking wall like 3 times, bro? I'm trying to just jump to the fucking mudslide and I can't because my character doesn't want to. Well, I mean, we wouldn't have gone a winner hill anyways. But yeah, maybe if I was alive, we wouldn't have died.
That was me too. They're knocked down.
So tasty.
Damn it, I wanted that one.
Where are they spawning? Are they spawning here on the other side?
Here.
I think they're spawning here. Why is my character doing shit that I don't want him to do?
Get up. I dare you. Me cago en tus muertos.
Wait, they're there? What the f- Wait, how we lose? What the fuck?
Better stay down. Come mierda y muerte. Light this cheap, amigo. I shut you down.
Yeah, I can hit that.
Outgoing.
I mean, we need to get Winter Hill from this. I blew it up too fucking late. Huge, huge, huge. That's really big, actually. That Shield of Asgard play was amazing. It should spawn here. Stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here. It should spawn like here or there. Oh. Yes, hang off a ledge. Hang off a ledge! Oh, that's not good. That's not good. They're gonna flip the spawns with this.
I need backup. Time to crawl. Die like a dog. Let's see what you little mites do.
Bro. Bro, fuck off! Like, you're running 2 burst weapons? It's a fucking cringe. Oh no, we should have gotten it. No, we don't have it. No! That was so close, bro! I thought I was keeping them busy long enough, but no, GG. Fuck's sake. Bro, how the fuck did we not get the hill there? That makes no fucking sense. There was like literally 3 of them on me. Like, whatever, man. Like, Imari was top, Bombastic was in flowers, and my Brute was making like Shadow Cats like 1 shot. How the fuck did we not get the hill? There was 3 people top. Whatever, man. Like, I obviously didn't have a choice. I needed to just keep them busy. That's why I did like spawn the Brute there. We won the game when I killed Imari. I don't know how we didn't manage to capture. But yeah, whatever. I gotta see again. Was everyone even in the hill? I don't think they were. I'm gonna look at the map here. I'm like here. I mean, I guess 3 of us are dead here. I'm like, I mean, no, Crocodile and Mexican is so far away. Yeah, there's like 2 at the bottom here. Yeah, this is the thing right now. I should... Wait, did I kill that guy? Oh, Disciples did, never mind. I thought someone was gonna climb up here, but yeah, I guess they pushed through. My bad. I guess it was only Amari that was here. But I thought we had it anyways. Like, we're so close here, right? Like, here, look. Who's not in the hill? Yeah, I guess. Like, that is so close, man. That's just unlucky. All G. All G. Your team didn't push. It's not their fault. Honestly. It's just not just bad luck. We were literally 1 second away from capping it. That's... Like, I only made sure that I could keep top so I could, like, actually hold it, right? That's it. But then I got shot from there and Amari managed to shoot into the wall. But yeah, but I definitely need a foul class against, like, sweatier player. After decision. I also want to play as heroes. I play as villains 5 games in a row now. Wait, it didn't send it? It fucking gaslit by PlayStation messages. Why is this chat called Bombastic Cronus Max? I mean... No, but I think my team did fine there. I mean, I wasn't doing good. I was at the bottom of the scoreboard, so... I can't really blame anyone. I could have played better. I would have won for sure. Bombastic Cronus Maximum. They're the best character voice inside. No, they don't. What do you mean? Like, heroes have Elena, heroes have Chloe, heroes have Drake. Villains only have Lazarevich. And Eddie, pretty much. But they have terrible outfits in this game. Lazarevich and Eddie have really bad outfits in this game. Yeah, it is 98 members. Villains have literally no good outfits in this game at all. Like, they all look like shit. Like, the best outfits are either for Elena or Drake. Like, those are the best outfits in the game. Yeah, but Talbot, bro, who the fuck cares about Talbot? Come on, you're like the only person in the whole community. Also, I'm gonna see a paragon of virtue, a rebel against ignorance, tyranny. Share with me your wisdom. Let the light of your good judgment shine like a beacon through the darkness. Father Thomas Jefferson. Retarded. Chat not even loading. Yeah, well, welcome to PlayStation Sony software. Thoughts on Bombastic? He's a good player, but he's really laggy. And he definitely has a Cronus Max, so... He's good, but... He gets, like, some advantages through that. Searching rank. There's no enjoyment, everyone got Cronus. That's true. I'm retired and still better than... Oh, okay, curse soul, bro! What do you mean? What do you mean retired? The man played like last week. No, he played like 2 days ago. I literally saw him play with Miltos like 2 days ago. Child predator. Never. I don't know, bro. Cursol is definitely up to no good. I don't think he's a child predator though, but he's definitely something. Imari doesn't. I have no idea if Imari doesn't have a Cronus or not. I don't think I've ever seen Imari streams. It's hard to tell. I have seen Bombastic stream though. You can usually tell who has a Cronus by just looking at their point of view for a while. W group chat, shut up. In trauma. Yeah, Sahin retired as well. That's so funny. Wait, I should have a picture of like Nadine. Where is it? Oh, that's my favorite picture to send to people because she looks so funny in it. Villains again, bro. No, let's send this one. Cursol, bro. Cursol is one of the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. If you never have to see Cursol again, that's a W for humanity. Dollar store pepper spray. Guess Maria. We don't even have that good of a team. I mean, the only sweat here is like Disciples and like Mexican. Crocodile and Roxas aren't like sweaty.
Enjoy your last breath.
I'm shredded. Why am I not using this gun? Why am I switching to a fucking HS when I can use run on and forward? I'm like legitimately better with this gun.
God damn you!
No! No! Help me! It's the Baba Yaga who's saying it. Bro, their team is so fucking stacked. They don't have a single bad player. Well, J Mello, I guess. Like, but we cannot win this. They have a much better team than we. We need like Kenside or someone. Can somebody shoot him one fucking time? Hello? Like, we need Kensai to replace, like, Roxas or someone, otherwise we're not gonna win. Or me at this point. Bro, I hate this fucking head glitch, bro. What a waste of time this fight is. Why am I not picking up my own C4? Like, our team isn't terrible by any means, but it's not as, like, sweaty as theirs is. On Wrestler Enforcer. Bro, what the fuck? He's still here? What do you mean he's still here? Well, the Enforcer isn't that... The Mettler isn't that accurate, like... Found my Bishai top of man. Yeah, I'll switch to the Bishai. I never do good with the Bishai when I'm on the villain side. Okay. I thought I would get 2 from that, but... Push inside! I'm behind the wall! Can I respawn? Yeah. Dead for like 10 years here. I suck! Roxas just died because I missed. I am shit. If I was heroes, I wouldn't have missed that. Every match today has been villains, every single one. I love... There's 3 there? What the fuck? Bro, why is my character not jumping earlier? I need to restart my controller. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Like, I didn't click that late, but the game's like, whatever, I guess. Like, I clicked X when I was on the, like, on the side of vaulting, but it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Not interesting. Bro, what the fuck are these walls? Protect me!
Someone help me up!
Like, come on, man.
I owe you, compañero.
Send it down him? Okay. There's 3 on the hill shooting me, and we're still all dying. Okay. I mean, walls just don't protect against any of these players, so... I don't know what to do, to be honest.
No, this will not do.
damage might help.
If I could hit a single bullet with the Bishai, that would probably help.
They're on the ground. You're down. No one else.
I wish my HS shot like this. Why is there only ever one person shooting in this game, in this team? What the fuck? Something up. There's nothing up with his foul. It's just lag. Because this game was designed by monkeys.
Catch this.
Get on.
Got that one. Time to bleed, bitch.
Can someone do something? What the fuck? I is down 2 in here. Oh no, I down 1. I mean, twice. Like, I down Husseini twice and we're still somehow all dying. That's crazy.
Here.
Someone is gonna be on this side of the wall. Of course I get shot in the back again, man. Yeah, I mean, Taker is 19 and 8. Like, we're not winning this.
I know what to do.
I mean, as I said, they have a much better team than we do in general. Like, they got too many good players. They got Taiko, they got Husseini, they got Imari, they got Shadowcats. The only one that's kind of weak in their team is Jay Mello.
Put that one down.
But he's still not bad.
The game is up for you.
I'll say Jay Mello and Roxas are on the same level.
Outgoing. Hurt you.
No, I mean, we can still win, though. We just need to play better. I mean, the problem with me is I'm not that good in I'm not that good in, like, head-up gunfights. So I can't just, like, run at people as much as other people can.
Catch this. Outgoing. I'm in.
I don't even think Hussein is actually playing. I think he's basically trolling. So we're basically playing a 5v4.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, you try there, yeah, for sure. I only have $1,000 to strike, though. It's not like I can actually get that much. That Crocodile's HS shooting at Cronus right now? What the fuck? Aram Sam with the Cronus maximum right here. Alright. Yeah.
Now to turn the tide, as they say.
Bro, why am I by myself in the fucking hill again?
Many thanks. Outgoing! No, no! Now I'm hit! I don't like to share. Just grab you finish them off. Gracias, mi amigo.
Get on the fucking hill, get on the fucking hill, don't let him.
Outgoing!
Thought they were a lot closer than that. No, I thought I was gonna be able to get out. My bad. I should have used. Why am I there? I should have ran this way. I thought they were gonna spawn on the outside. That's my bad, honestly. I thought they were gonna spawn where like Crocodile is now. Why the fuck did they spawn there? I'm not gonna get Winter Hill there either. Oh yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Oh my god, Winter Hill! Winter Hill! No, what? How long? What? You've only got 4 points for that? That was like fucking 30 seconds.
You see, I'm a man of...
Yeah, that's my bad. If I was alive, if I stayed alive, we would have had like at least 1 more second. Yes, walls, Takeo. They're supposed to protect from bullets. Takeo simply does not abide by the laws of physics. Ever. That's my bad, bro. If we get this hill, they're gonna be fucking... triggering. What the fuck? Roxas? I thought he was down.
We put them down. My little friend, come in here y muerte.
Well, we didn't use that much, I guess. Though they're gonna have 10 Asgards now, aren't they? Bro, I can't hit a single bullet? Like, okay, bro. Thanks, game.
Acknowledge my help. Here.
Brother. I love that I get no aim assist at all in this match. On anyone.
In the face of danger.
Like, no hit track either. What the fuck? Roxas just insta-died.
You're down.
There's a guy there? Okay, bro.
Outgoing.
And then down him? Okay.
Here.
Okay, he's saying he literally shot before he was visible on my screen there, but okay. Like, literally, he was not visible on my screen. Shadowcast is shooting while running, by the way.
Hurry up. Damn it, I wanted that one. Outgoing. Knowledge Nada!
Bro, there it is. Oh my god, there's so much shit on my screen, bro. Assisted by 3. Like, what the fuck am I playing, bro? Well, that's AIDS. Like, this is just horrendous. I mean, we should have won the game, realistically. Like, if I stayed alive more than, like, if I didn't, like, misinterpret where they spawned, we would have had Winter Hill and would have won. But then again, it may have played out differently if they knew that that was, like, the last hill. But realistically, yeah, if you got Winter Hill from the other hill, we would have won. So that's my bad. Again. I'm just not making good decisions in these matches. Well, lag is unbearable. Yeah, I know, but I still win anyways. Yeah, I mean, they have a better team anyways. We shouldn't have won, but we could have won if I played better, so. It's just the fact that, like Hussein, he can shoot through walls. Alright. It's like Hussein, he can, like, look where Hussein is here, where he's shooting before I can even see him. And Marso has that, whatever. Like here, when he hits me here. Like, literally, I'm down before I even see him shooting on my screen. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I should have thrown the C4 better as well, to be honest, but... it is what it is. Can't win them all. Yeah, I mean, I should have played better in these matches anyways, but I'm gonna go off, because, yeah, it's... I said I'm probably gonna start a stream from like 8 to 11 going forward. Today I only stream from 9 to 11, but I mean 9:40 into 11. But yeah, going forward I'll try to stream like an hour earlier. I won't be going off at midnight anymore because I need to get more sleep generally. Because you know, yeah, it's good to get more sleep. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next stream. We'll probably play better tomorrow. Like I'm not feeling too good today, to be honest. And I gotta go to the office tomorrow, so I'm gonna. Yeah, that should be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next stream. Bye.